Hey guys, today in this video I'll be teaching you how to make a mini portable power bank. So the things that you'll need for this project are a small lithium battery, a DC to DC boost converter, a 5-volt one, a lithium cell battery charger module. I'll leave links to those in the description. Cheaply, Amazon, fast delivery, yeah. You want a bit of wire, preferably 2 different colours, negative, positive, some solder, whichever solder you want to use, and then if you really want to make it a bit nicer, a bit neater, some electrical tape and a carabiner. So for the tools that you will need some wire cutters, maybe some pliers, some solder remover if you make a mistake, a soldering iron, and a hot glue gun. So let's get started. So one thing I didn't mention in that list is a little switch that you'll need, and that is just because if you do connect to the battery and don't have a switch, it will drain the battery until it's dead. So you want to put a switch in the middle of that wire. I'll show that in the video. So the way this is going to work is I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do, and I'll quickly speed up the video as I do it and then move on to the next step until it is done, like this one here. So what I'm going to do now, well, first is, this is a quadcopter battery and it's got this little connector on the front, so I'm just going to try and pull, no, I remember now, yeah, I'm just going to cut this off. And if you are into quadcopters, it might be useful if you wanted to make a bigger battery, but for now I'll just chuck that aside. So what you want to do, I always like putting my switch in the negative wire. I don't know why, it's just personal preference, I don't know. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut part of this wire, which, how short shall I cut this? I'll make it pretty short, well, short enough. I'll just cut that down to there, strip part of that wire off. If I can actually get my words out, I need to buy some wire strippers because it's really annoying using those. But anyway, yeah, I'll quickly solder that up and add a bit more black wire on. So I've attached that wire to here, and I've got a really bad soldering iron, so it takes so long for me. And I've put a bit of heat shrink tubing around, and what that is, it's just this stuff here. Chop a bit off, put it on, and you use a lighter to just seal it all up. Basically, just tightens around the wire and stops it from shorting out the rest of them. So I'll quickly wire the black wire up into there. So now that I've put a little bit of black wire coming from the switch, I'm just going to again take a bit of heat shrink tubing. I'll show the process of this time, and I'm going to put it over the wire, grab a lighter or match, whatever you want to use, whichever is easiest for you, and if you have a heat gun that's very useful, and just lick it with the flame. There. So now that switch part is done, we will want to strip this red wire back a bit. And while you're making this, you might want to just put the switch to off, just to keep your battery from shorting out, because I found in the making of the other one, I shorted it out quite a few times. So now if we do that, no shorts. So now what we're going to do is we're going to solder the positive side of this to the positive side, negative side to the negative side. So that bit's been soldered. Now again, heat shrink, try and get it on as many of the connections as you can, just to prevent any kind of shorting. If something did short later on, I would really be thankful for having one of these. So, now what you're going to do is, it should all be wired up correctly now, and this is the power bank part of it. We will do the charging part of it in just a second, but this will go on top of here, and let's test it. So here's the switch, and you should see a little red light turn on if you have one of these boards. So that's that first bit. Now you want to solder a red and a black wire to this, and then solder this onto there. We'll do that now. So once you've got everything soldered up, the next step will be to hot glue it. But before you go and hot glue it, I would suggest you look at all of your connections, double check that everything's matched up, just check through everything. And one way to do that would be to turn this on, see if it charges your phone or whatever you're using. Also to plug the mini USB in here and see if the red light comes on for charging, or the blue light if it's full. And after that you can begin hot gluing. So what you want to do is you want to take this part, and as you can see I've already done a failed attempt of this part of the video, and you'll just want to do a zigzag or just a blob of glue on the back. Oops. And then gently place it while pushing down onto the battery. So you want to apply some pressure, and then once that's stuck down, make sure it's pretty firm. That's pretty good. So what you're going to do now is you're going to take this bit from the front, twist it and put it around the back. So again, the exact same thing, apply a little zigzag of hot glue, place it gently on the back. Sorry, that bit wasn't in frame. Place it on the back, apply some pressure. Now that was a bit wonky, so I'm just going to peel it off. Should be fairly easy to peel off. Get rid of any lumps of glue, just like that. There's a tiny bit more on there, and then a bit on the board. So again, hot glue, you know, got to be quite quick with it because it sets very quickly. And then I'm going to place that in line with the other one. And once that has dried, the only thing left that hasn't been stuck down is the switch. Now the switch is an awkward one because you've got all these wires in the way. On my other one I put it just on the side here, and I think that's probably what I'm going to do again. So, sorry about that, my iPad just ran out of space. I've had to trim a bit of the end of that video, but, well, the clip that you just saw. So what you want to do is you want to apply a thin line of glue to the switch, and making sure that it doesn't interfere with the switch, which is very important because you still want to be able to turn it on and off. So what you want to do now is just hold that down really firmly until it dries. So what I'm planning to do in some future videos, I've got a couple of things I need to unbox that will probably be over this weekend, or might already be uploaded depending on when you're watching this video. But yeah, I plan to do a couple more projects with this. Got an Arduino to unbox, so I'll unbox that on the camera. I've got another Raspberry Pi, but this time it comes with the Pibo case from Pimeroni, which I'll do a review and maybe a little comparison in that review. But yeah, there's the switch attached to the battery. Now, you can, if you want, hot glue all these wires down, but apart from that, that's it. I'll quickly get the wire and we can test this. So here we are, got the charger and the phone. What you want to do is you want to plug the USB cable into the charger, got the USB plugged into the phone, and let's have a look at this real time. So, switch, I'll quickly focus the camera on there, in 3, 2, 1, there we go, and now it's charging. So, now we've tested that, we can test how well it charges itself. So, what you want is a little USB socket or plug. Plug your mini USB cable in, or micro, depending on which lithium battery charger module you have. And you'll want to plug it into the device. Now you can see the red light come on. This, you can charge your phone with this. And yeah, also while charging the battery at the same time. But if you want to charge the battery, obviously you'll have to turn on the switch to allow the current from the negative to go to the battery. So we'll do that now, and there we go, now charging the battery. I'm sorry if you can hear thunder or see flashes in the background, currently in thunder and lightning right now, but oh well. So, there we go, that is a guide on how to make a mini portable charger. If you would like to see more videos like this, then please be sure to like, comment and subscribe to my channel. See ya!